Okay, so we last left off, we were talking about the pentatonic scale. Pentatonic, 5 tones. Penta, 5 tonic tones. So pentatonic, you want to look into that. It's spelled just like it sounds, pentatonic. And the pentatonic we were looking at was right here. The G pentatonic is what we call that. So we're going to add 2 more notes here to our pentatonic scale. First, what we're going to do is we're going to come down here all the way. We're going to learn our lowest note on the recorder, low C. So to get that note, the D was in a space, so the note below it's going to be on a line. So here we have to draw in our own line. We call these ledger lines. So we draw in our ledger line, and we're going to draw that note on the line, stem up, and because it's one note lower than D, then it's one letter before D, which will bring us a C. Okay, this, like I said, this is the lowest note of the recorder, so that we know that we're going to have to use extremely slow, warm air to get this note. To me, I think this is actually probably the most difficult note of the recorder, just because it's hard for students to control that air. So, here's what we have. We left off last, we were playing a D. We had everything except for our pinkies. We're covering 3, so we got thumb, 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, and this 3 is covering the double hole there because there's 2. And then for our low C, we're going to use our right hand pinky. We finally get to use that thing, and we're covering both of those little holes there, double hole there. So most recorders have that double hole. Some don't, but most of them do. So we're going to cover that double hole using the pads of our fingers. And this one is very likely to get some squeaks, either because you don't have the holes covered all the way, or that air is not slow enough. Think about making your mouth very tall inside, like you're yawning when you play this note. So let's give a few echoes on a low C. So here I go. 2. Here I. Good. Let's try another. And one more. Okay, good. So we got a low C. Now let's fill in this gap here between our E and G. We know this from following the alphabet. C, D, E should have an F. It's going to be in the space, the first space. We know in the space it spells the word face, F-A-C-E. So there's our note F. And this note is very similar to that low C. Low C, we had all fingers down. For an F on a Baroque fingering recorder, which is what we're learning on, we're going to have everything except for our right hand middle finger. Okay, so everything else is covered. We got thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4. Okay, that's a low F. Let's try some of those. 2. Here I go. Good. One more. All right, fantastic. So now we've got a range from C to B. We got 7 notes there. So we use all these 7 notes. We're no longer using a pentatonic scale. We have one more. Then we've got what we call a diatonic scale. Major scale is what we typically will call that in normal words. So going from like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, from C to a high C. And so our next lesson, we'll get to that high C and a high D. Okay, so you work on those notes, and I'll be back with you.